Einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Herzlich willkommen auf dem 40. DocFest München. Auf meinen Moderationskarten steht, mein Name ist Michael Leutner. Das ist offensichtlich nicht korrekt. Michael Leutner, für diejenigen von Ihnen, die vor allem wegen Michael Leutner hier sind, steckt im Zug fest. Er hat es nicht geschafft, zu dieser Preisverleihung zu kommen. Ich bin Christina Wolf und darf einspringen. Ich gebe mein Bestes. Und er kommt, er hat es versprochen, zum Empfang und trinkt mit allen von Ihnen noch ein Glas Wein. Schön, dass Sie hier sind und welcome to this very beautiful evening here at our 40th edition of our International Documentary Film Festival Munich, and welcome to this award and to this screening of the Doc Edit Award Winner Film. Schön, dass Sie alle hier sind und herzlich willkommen natürlich, das muss man an dieser Stelle schon mal sagen, an unsere PreisstifterInnen, die diesen Abend und vieles andere auch möglich machen. Jetzt bitte einen ganz lauten Applaus für Adobe. For the 5th year in a row, we are able to host this evening, to have this prize, thanks to Adobe. And of course, this is about the absolutely masterful art of editing. And it's not a competition between the different people on a documentary film. Of course, it's important to have wonderful DOPs. It's wonderful and great and very, very crucial to have good directors. But probably the most impressive thing, at least for me, that's the montage. That's the editing process. I see there are some editors in the room. Wir wollen uns jetzt mal die 6 Filme angucken. Let's have a short peek at the 6 films that were nominated for the Doc Edit Award 2025. Und jetzt gucken Sie sich das mal an. And please a warm round of applause for those 6 beautiful films. Nominiert waren E a questo punto che nasce il bisogno di fare storia, edited by the director Constanze Ruhm and by the editor Hannes Böck. Then the festival opening film Friendly Fire, that was edited by Julia Albrecht. Then Ping Pong Paradise, edited by Anja Pohl, The Helsinki Effect, directed and edited by Arthur Frank. And Trains, the editor was Rafael Listopat. Some of these films will be shown in the remaining days of the festival, so please go watch these films, and you can also watch them at home, of course, because we've started the DocFest at home yesterday. Which day is it? The festival has been going on for a while. Please watch them anyway. The Doc Edit Award, I haven't mentioned the money, it is worth 5,000 euros. Also the masterclass here at our Doc Forum and our wonderful Adobe lunch for film professionals, and also the reception after the screening of our winner film. This was all made possible by our friends and our main sponsor, Adobe. And now I would love to welcome on stage Robert Ranitzky, who's a director, animator, motion designer, you're an editor, speaker, and your official title, Robert, wait, is Senior Pro Video Evangelist and Community Advocate at Adobe. Hello, Robert.
Hi. Thank you so much. It's fun because like literally 6 minutes ago we decided to do this in English, so I'm going to be doing this on the fly because all my notes are in German. And if you're wondering what evangelist means, I always say during talks, like, because I never gave anything about titles for over 20 years being self-employed as a motion graphics designer filmmaker, but I always say like the evangelist originates from the Greek. It's the one who brings good news, right? So
I didn't know that.
I have the option and the job to inspire the aspiring just by showing some cool stuff. But anyway, so let's get to it. It's not about me, so that's why I want to be quick with this. It is a great honor for me to speak this evening at this special award ceremony dedicated to film editing. We're here to celebrate outstanding achievements in a field that often remains in the background, yet it is essential to the magic of cinema. Editing is the invisible craft that brings stories to life on screen, enhancing emotion and building tension. Often underestimated, it is in fact the editing that has shaped countless films into what we ultimately see, perceive, and come to love. I personally have been very fortunate in my 20 years of being self-employed to work with wonderful editors and to witness how hours of raw footage are transformed into something remarkable. Editing work is meticulous and demanding, often involving long hours, frequently through the night, to find just the right take for just the right moment. The mental effort between editing sessions as well as those overnight shifts should not go unnoticed. That is why we at Adobe do our utmost to support everyone involved in post-production. Adobe Premiere Pro and other Adobe tools have revolutionized the way we edit and create films, particularly in the documentary field with features like text-based editing and media intelligence. Each viewer will experience and interpret the films shown during festivals like here in their own subjective and personal way. This is how Adobe lives its mission to change the world through personalized digital experiences. But tonight, we're not here to celebrate tools and technologies. We are here to honor the winner of this award. Let us all come together to recognize the creativity, dedication, and hard work of those behind the scenes who gift us the breathtaking films we cherish, including those who may not be taking home a prize tonight. It is their work that transforms the visions of directors and screenwriters into moving images and transports audiences to new worlds. So thank you and congratulations to all nominees and winners. May this evening be an inspiration to us all to continue pushing the boundaries of what is possible in the film editing and to celebrate the art of storytelling. Thank you.
Du kannst bleiben, wenn du möchtest, bleib bei mir, Robert. Let's have a short peek at the wonderful jury. We had, of course, 3 very, very competent people who watched these films, and they are all, of course, experts in their field. We have Gisela Castronari-Jentsch. She's a lecturer in editing at the Ludwigsburg Film Academy. We have Jana Hönerbach, also an editor, of course, and lecturer. And we have Kaya Inan, also he studied at the Ludwigsburg Film Academy, and now he's a freelance editor. And he has received several awards, for example, the Swiss Film Prize. Since they are all such experts, they are very busy tonight, so they cannot be here, but they sent us a beautiful recorded eulogy, and of course, we will listen to that, and then we will find out who wins the Doc Edit tonight. Some of you probably don't know yet, so let's have a short look into Kaya Inan's.
Hallo, liebe Filmemacher, liebe Gäste. Es freut uns, euch auf diesem Weg die Laudatio zum Gewinnerfilm für den Doc Edit Award 2025 zu verlesen. Von Anfang an macht uns die Montage von Bild und Ton klar, hier beginnt eine Reise und wir sollen bitte genau hinschauen und hinhören. Leise, mit Humor und sehr durchdringend erzählt die Montage von Timo Langer in dem Film A Sudden Glimpse to Deeper Things von der Arbeit der schottischen Künstlerin Wilhelmina Barnes Graham, genannt Willi. Die mutige Montage des heterogenen Ausgangsmaterials gewährte Freiraum für die Entdeckung ihrer Kunst und führte einfühlsam durch Willis Lebensgeschichte. Dabei entstand ein eigener, fesselnder Erzählrhythmus, der sich von dem Werk der Künstlerin inspirieren lässt. Es ist faszinierend, wie der Film es schafft, dass man als Zuschauer das Gefühl hat, bei der Entstehung der Werke dabei zu sein und sie durch die Augen der Künstlerin zu sehen. Besonders beeindruckend war, wie der Editor Platz für Bilder schuf, die über das Wort hinausgingen und zum intensiven Betrachten einluden. Der Umgang mit Farben und Formen, mathematischen Formen und spirituellen Einflüssen verlieh dem Film eine einzigartige und tiefgründige Ästhetik. Die Leidenschaft für das Malen und die Auseinandersetzung mit Leonardo da Vinci spiegeln sich in der Montage wider. Die Montage nahm sich Zeit für die Empfindungen, zeigte Mut zur Sperrigkeit und präsentierte ein Werk, das präzise, aufgebaut und durchdacht ist. Für diese Leistung gratulieren wir zum Editorenpreis 2025.
Und jetzt bitte begrüßen Sie ihn ganz herzlich, unseren Preisträger des Doc Edit Awards 2025, der Editor von A Sudden Glimpse into Deeper Things, Timo Langer. Hallo Timo.
Danke, vielen Dank. Sie haben ja noch gar nichts gesehen, also hören Sie mal auf jetzt. Danke, das erste Mal, dass ich Blumen bekomme. Danke.
Timo, the jury statement, do you feel like they understood your work? Do you feel appreciated and seen?
I think it's overblown, but I agree with whoever shouted that editors are important, but I do also very much believe that the editors are there to support the vision of the director. And like, if you don't agree with that vision, then don't do that project. But otherwise, support it as much as you can. And I have to say, like, the director did an amazing job, I think, getting into the head of Willie and being able to see her world and be able to describe it. And I was glad I could help with that and communicate that through the film with you, hopefully.
You've been working with Mark Cousins for such a long time now. I think it's more than 15 years now.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is, that Mark obviously likes working with you this much?
How do you become friends? How do you fall in love? How do you, it just clicks. You meet someone and you're in the same wavelength, and you like, I thought you would be like I anticipated probably you saying like, how do you work together? And I actually had to think, how do we work together? Because it has been like 17 years now. And so it's just second nature. It's just, it made sense from the beginning. We could communicate well. We liked our style. It just made sense. And like, it's just when you meet someone and you become friends, how do you explain that?
Can you tell us a bit about the difficulties that you had to face doing this film? And I think it's such a beautiful ending to the film that actually now you win this award here at the DocFest, because there have been great struggles, both for, let's start with Mark on the set. Can you tell us a bit about this?
So central to this film, you will see there is a climb up a mountain. I won't say too much, but it's up a glacier, going up a glacier, and Mark and so like basically Mark, two of the producers, Adam Dodgy and Mary Bell, and an actress went up there to recreate what is a pivotal moment for Willie. And Adam and Mark are terrified of heights, totally terrified. And so Mark was literally like, he said like when he's nervous anywhere in the world, he hums the melody from Touch of Evil, just to calm himself down.
Yeah.
So up on the glacier, he would just hum that melody, think like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, trying to get down that glacier. And so that was by far the biggest challenge for Mark and and Adam, the producer. For me personally, it's just something quite boring, but it's just, there was lots of like technical difficulties, just when there's a bug in the system, and it's just, it happened with this project. Like it is the first project where I was so glad it was over, just because something else would just come on all the time, and you'd be like what else is coming my way? Like my computer broke down, the post-production house that was gonna do lots of work, they went bankrupt, and then the DCP at the end was just not working, and I had to and I was just like, what else? When is this stopping? So it's great to get this award, because I feel like it pays me back for all that.
And one last question, if I might ask. Because this is all about appreciating the art of editing and montage. And what sparked your interest in becoming an editor?
What sparked my interest?
Yeah.
I have to be 100% honest. I wanted to be a director. I kind of am a little bit still. But I think if, I don't know whether that is true, but I feel like when you fall in love with film, I think your first go-to is you want to be director. And then, I mean, maybe not, sorry. Some.
Some.
Okay. Well, mine was. But I realized I'm maybe better with a bit of a backwards roll, and I'm also just, I mean, I loved editing from the beginning. I used to have 2 VHSs and just edit things together, and then once I could see that that's working, then I would just film my friends, and they would just get really annoyed with me for always putting a camera in their face. And but like, to me, there was no difference. Was that directing? Was that editing? I just was making films, and it was always about, I don't know. I never thought about, am I a director? What am I? I'm a filmmaker. I love film, and I want to be. I want to do as many films as I can, and be involved in filmmaking as much as I can.
So, before we ruin the whole bouquet, I would love to say it's fine. I mean, and Robert has the rest, so it's fine. Yes. So, we put all this together, und jetzt für diesen Moment, I would love to say thank you, of course, Robert Ranitzky, for Adobe, for supporting us and for sponsoring this award.
Thank you so much.
Und einen großen, großen Glückwunsch an dich. Congratulations. Timo Langer.
Sorry, can I'll be very quick. I know you want to watch the film and don't hear me talk, but I just want to say thank you so much. It's not a given that there's an award for editing. Lots of festivals don't have it. I was lucky enough to win some awards in my life. This is the first award I won for editing. When I left school and had the dream of doing something in the film industry, there was 3 big pillars of education. There was Berlin, there was Ludwigsburg, and then there was Munich and the film schools. And I was so afraid of them that I fled all the way to Great Britain, not even applying, because I was like, yeah, there's no way you're getting in there anyway. So it's really, really great to somehow have found my way here to one of the best schools in the world. And also just so much, thank you so much to the DocFest, thank you so much to Adobe, and thank you all for being here, and I will love you forever. Thank you.
I think that this is what we expect from all winners in the future. Have them tell us that they love us and love everyone in the room. Schön, dass Sie hier sind, und wir haben es natürlich jetzt alle ganz dringend nötig, einen Film zu gucken, würde ich sagen. Sie haben sicherlich Lust, den Preisträgerfilm zu gucken. Nochmal danke an euch von Adobe, danke natürlich an dich, Timo, Grüße an Mark Cousins, den Regisseur, und hinterher nach dem Film lädt Sie Adobe ein. Trinken Sie mit uns was zusammen, essen Sie was zusammen mit uns, und jetzt wünsche ich Ihnen eine ganz tolle, in dieser wundervollen HFF, eine ganz tolle Projektion. Hier ist A Sudden Glimpse into Deeper Things.